put your hands together and give a big App Promotion Summit London welcome to Katie from ITV.
Hi. I'm Katie from ITV. I'm a senior product manager for content discovery at ITV Hub, which effectively means me and my team look after the user experience and the optimization of all of our user journeys to help our users find the content that they're looking for. ITV Hub is currently going through a transformation from catch-up service to a content destination. So today I'm going to be talking through how we use the full series drop of Love Island to really accelerate this plan forward. Our strategic vision is to be a digitally led media and entertainment company that creates and brings our brilliant content to audiences wherever, whenever, and however they choose. This really puts the emphasis on the transformation of the hub and ensuring that users can watch what they want to watch when they want to watch it. So, as I said, we're currently kind of in the middle of this VOD transformation. We're working through a redesign across all of our platforms. So that's our mobile apps, but also our website and our connected TV apps. We're giving our programming teams much more editorial control over what appears on the hub. And we're also expanding our offerings around our offering of content collections. And amidst all of this is when we learned that we were going to be getting the entire series of Love Island on the hub, something that's never happened before. It's not a problem per se to get 300 plus hours of content during the third lockdown, which we know viewers are really going to want to watch. But the main issue was that the hub wasn't really set up to do this. So like I said, we've been a catch-up service for so long. So the main issue we had was that the hub wouldn't really be able to showcase all this great new content to the best of its ability. We're just really used to having the most recent series of a programme shown on the hub. And until less than a year ago, that wasn't even a concept that existed for us. Because we were just this catch-up service. So content would disappear, all the programs would disappear from the hub after 30 days of initial broadcast. So really, this was a whole new kettle of fish for us. The key issue that we really found for us was around our program page, traditionally being kind of for a catch-up service. A user really wouldn't be able to easily navigate through a particular series that they wanted to watch. They would literally have to scroll through, in Love Island's case, over 250 episodes to find the one they want. So as you can see here, as the user kind of scrolls through, they would literally all the episodes would start stacking on top of each other. So you can see here, series 3 and 4 have stacked on top of each other. It's really not the best user experience that we want to be promoting with this kind of content. So what did we do? Well, we were pulled for a chat and we set about planning how we were going to make this all happen in actually a really, really short period of time, much shorter than we're really used to working with. It wasn't just the program page that we had an issue with, it was how we were going to tell the whole Love Island story and how we were going to actually make it an engaging proposition across the hub. So each department looked at what they could add to it. So we had product working with viewer engagement, programming, Hub Plus, and also marketing. So we didn't have much time, but we still needed to make sure that the decisions that we would be making were ultimately actually what the user wanted. Usually we spend much longer validating our ideas with users, but as I said, we really didn't have much time in this case, so we could only do basic qualitative research. We used UserZoom, which is our customer insight tool, and really minimal A/B testing as well across the different initiatives. And really we had to rely on our subject matter expertise to effectively put this whole initiative together. So this is what we did. With the program page, like I said, was one of our key issues. So we reprioritized and made sure that the redesign that we were working through, the program page was actually one of the first things that we looked at. So as you can see here, we've got a whole new design, looks a bit fresher and more engaging for the users. And we added this really nifty little tabbing system across the top that you can see moving here. So a user would be able to just really easily scroll through and find the series that they want and click to play, which really improved things for us. We've also, the homepage has been through its redesign already, and we now have editorial rails on the hub, on the homepage. So we added one called Fun in the Sun, which showcased the full series of Love Island at the start of it. And we also added, as you can see here, these nice pink merchandising tags. And those were to really help the users identify quickly which series they were looking for. So they could just click and be taken straight through to that particular series that they wanted to watch. App Store optimization is obviously really important for us, and Love Island being one of our flagship shows, we always have that in our declared keywords, so we don't really have to change anything there. However, with this particular release, we did make sure within the description we were highlighting the fact that we had every single episode of Love Island, and also the fact that we had made these changes to make it easier for the users to find what they wanted. And again, with our screenshots, we used screen grabs of the show just to highlight how kind of relevant it was for users who are coming to look for Love Island. So you can see here, we've got it in our kind of never miss a moment, and tiny little screen grabs here that you could watch offline with Hub Plus as well. So talking of Hub Plus is our subscription kind of tier. So you're able to watch any program on the Hub without having to use watch the adverts, and you're also able, in the case of the apps, to download the content from the go. So the Hub Plus team had these really great promotional hero spots. So as you opened the Hub app, as soon as you got to the top of the homepage, right in front of you, you can see the fact you can watch all of the Love Island series, but you don't have to watch any of the ads. And we've got this nice banner straight underneath it to help users upgrade really quickly. And likewise on the program page, the team added this Hub Plus banner here, so that as users are going through this, as I said, 300 plus hours of content, they might get sick of the adverts and just want to quickly upgrade, which they could do so here. The programming team worked really hard, not only to make sure that we had all 6 seasons of Love Island available and the rights were all cleared, but also that we would have other programs that the kind of people who are coming to the Hub to watch Love Island would be interested in, so they could stay and watch these as well. So all the other different types of Love Island, the companion shows, and things like Ibiza Weekender, Magaluf Weekender, and so on. And if you searched for Love Island, you can see how many shows we've got. I think that's probably every variety of Love Island that exists. So they were on the Hub for users to find really easily as well. Our viewer engagement team did a great job of really highlighting the fact that we had all of the episodes available for users to watch. So as you can see here, again, we've got the first hero promo spot, all the romance, all the episodes, and then we've got a small carousel underneath where users can scroll through to get to the different series. And these are available in our Hero 1 and 2 spots as well. So lots of exposure on the homepage, getting people through to what they want to watch. And they also sent out push notifications. So the notifications were sent and they would deep link through to the program pages, so people could jump straight in. They didn't have to faff around looking for the content, get straight to what they want to watch. And likewise with the newsletters that were sent out, deep linking straight to the website, and people could watch when and where they wanted. Marketing did a really nice job with this asset that they created, highlighting the fact we had all 6 series of Love Island. And this went across all of our verified accounts on Instagram and Facebook. So the Love Island channel, ITV2, had great engagement. This one on its own, at the point of taking this grab, had over 92,000 likes. And then also within the Love Island companion app itself, there was promotion around the fact that Love Island was back on the ITV Hub, and you could deep link straight through into there. So in a nutshell, yeah, it was really good. It was great for us. We took the problem of how to effectively showcase the full Love Island series drop so that we could really increase our consumption hours and also our monthly active users. Our hard work paid off with quite impressive results, really. We had an uplift across both of our key metrics of our monthly active users and our consumption. But we also had additional increases in areas like Hub Plus, which saw a great increase of new users. So that's the short, I guess, story of how we brought all 6 series of Love Island to the Hub and boosted it as much as possible. The good news is that it worked really well, and the even better news is that Love Island is returning this summer. So that kind of sums everything up, but it'd be great to take some questions if anyone has any.
Great, thanks, Katie. That was really good. Maybe you just want to stop your screen share now, and we'll do a bit of Q&A.
Okay. Here we go. All the way there.
There we go. Great. So, yeah, it'd be good to know. This obviously involved a lot of collaboration with different people. I mean, it's amazing seeing all the channels there that you're activating, ranging from your App Store listing, which I was really surprised about, to email, social media. You're having to work with the program team, the marketing team, companion app, product, tech. So, how did you get all that kind of working together as someone sort of working in the middle of all this?
So typically when we do projects like this that have kind of lots of different departments involved, we'll have working groups and steering groups which bring everyone together. So we'll have kind of a project manager looking after everything, and in the kind of weekly groups we'll sort of talk through what we've been doing, what our plans are, make sure everyone's aligned. This was all done on a much smaller scale than that. So we still had central people kind of coordinating and making sure everything was going live. But it was just really a lot of collaboration and a lot of talking to each other.
And presumably a lot of that was being done remotely and working from home.
Yeah, so the ITV offices have been closed effectively since March last year. ITV have done an amazing job with kind of how they've handled the whole COVID situation and working from home. We did have a lot of remote working previously, so a lot of us were used to it, but obviously not on this scale. I've not been back to the office in a year. I think it was a year yesterday was my last day in the office. But yeah, everything was done remotely and just worked really well. We use Google Meet the whole time. We use Google Slides and spreadsheets and sharing, and all worked really well.
Great. And we've got a question from Zachary. He's asking, did ITV do any A/B testing for or after the redesign? Curious as to how the best placement for buttons and preview images was selected.
Yeah, so we do continuous A/B testing. We work with a partner called Good Growth, and we have just ongoing testing across all of the site, particularly focusing on the redesign. So they will come up with ideas, we'll ask them to test as well, and we'll get proposals, we'll go through them, we'll implement the tests, and then they analyse all the tests for us, and we really kind of get great detail on how to improve things. And even though these are small, kind of, they can be really small tests. So like here, kind of best placement for a button, which rail should go in which position. These kind of small incremental changes kind of can really help boost all of our consumption.
Got it. And we're using any sort of tools or anything to support with that? I mean, you mentioned the sort of the user insight tool you had.
Yeah, so for instance, at the moment we're doing a test around one of our rails and what that should be called. So the first step for us was to user Zoom test that. So that's where we put kind of all of our ideas out. We get groups of people to give us their insights and feedback on what they think that that title means, what they think would be in the rail, and kind of if it's going to work for them in terms of what that rail is fulfilling of its purpose. And then once we've got that data, we'll narrow it down, and then we run an A/B test. So the tool we use for A/B testing is called Conductrix, and that works across all of our platforms, and helps us kind of really easily kind of implement these tests. We can change them, we can rerun them, we can change kind of like the increase. So for instance, when we did our email verification work, we started very small and ran the A/B test to 5% of people, and then as we increased it, we went all the way up to about 70%, and that was just really quickly easy to change it.
Great. And Kitty Suze is asking, where did you see the Halo impact? I think that was on the simulcast. Was that to the ITV Hub overall, or?
Yeah, so that was just on our live viewing. So we saw an increase. I think it was 0.6%, so up from what we would normally see. We saw that the users who were coming to watch Love Island were then also going on to watch simulcast as well.
Got it. And I see we've got Stuart Jones in the chat. Also, ITV gave a great talk last year, so good to see you, Stuart. Thanks for joining us again. And again, the circle of life continues. So I'd like to know as well, you're obviously showing a lot of mobile screenshots, and I guess that's your focus. But obviously ITV Hub, I guess primary channel, yeah, you've got at least in terms of the app would be on connected TV or on a tablet or a desktop or laptop. How important now is mobile, in that mix? And is that particularly exaggerated for something like Love Island, which is probably younger viewers?
Yeah, absolutely. So mobile's always been an incredibly strong platform for us. It's our second largest platform. So after connected TV, mobile is definitely stronger. It has a lot better presence than browser on the web does. We did find during the pandemic, obviously people are at home, so their connected TV usage has increased. So the kind of changes I was showing you, those were replicated across the different platforms. So with connected TV in particular, we actually only went live with our redesign, I think it was last Thursday. So the series drop, which happened at the beginning of February, was going out ahead of this redesign. So we actually had to make changes to our old app just before we were going to be deprecating it. So that little slider I showed of you could quickly go to the different series, we implemented that on connected TV as well. And there were kind of various different things we did across browser as well, kind of with implementing that Fun in the Sun rail, and just making sure that wherever you're watching it, it was the best experience that the users could have.
Great. Well, I think that was a really good example of a team coming together and working successfully and seeing some great results. And yeah, really good case study of App UX. So yeah, I want to say a big thank you to you, Kate, for taking part today.
Great. Thank you for having me.
Thanks a lot.